Thank you, DJ Daktari, for this opportunity today. It's yet another Monday. My name is Wanjiku Ambogo. I continue to be the co-founder of Ecobiz Sacco and also the treasurer of the same organization. I am an entrepreneur, and today we are out here because I am also becoming a creative slowly by slowly. So getting creative as we go. I am joined today by yet another creative. He's not only again a creative but also a creative entrepreneur. So karibu sana. This is Ecobiz Sacco. My name is Wanjiku Ambogo. I am the co-founder of Ecobiz Sacco, and I'm also an entrepreneur in a big way. I think that is where I say I eat from. Passionate about Ecobiz Sacco and also very passionate about the creatives. And that is why I'm happy to speak to you, knowing that you are an award winner. This happened just so recently, it's so fresh, you guys may not even know about it. But here is Jebo to tell us more about himself. Karibu sana. Who is James?
Hi, my name is Kahindi James. I'm an award-winning film producer, director, scriptwriter. I'm also the CEO and marketing executive of Uriel Productions, which is a fully youth-owned audiovisual production company and marketing solutions company. I think that's it. I've been in our industry for quite a while, about 5 years, so to speak, and it's been a worthwhile ride so far.
Why that choice of career? I mean, why that creative line and not any other?
My creative journey started a while back. I was at the Aga Khan Primary School in Mombasa, and at that time I used to get involved a lot with the music festivals and the poems. And I was lucky enough to do my high school schooling at Kakamega High School. And for those who are in this space, you'll likely know Kakamega High School as a powerhouse in the drama fraternity and things like that. So I got the opportunity to perform at the Nationals for the 3 years that I was there in our school. And I think that is where the interest grew. So I thought it would be a wise path to follow. And since I was passionate about it and I had the support from my family and things like that, I managed to do my diploma in film production. And now that's actually opened my eyes completely while at the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. This is Mombasa. This is Mombasa for you. This is Coast for you.
Yes.
And even as we continue to celebrate you over the win that we'll talk about later.
Yeah, sure.
We also wanted to bring in something about finances and creatives mostly. And how we are bringing the line of entrepreneurship is because we have seen creatives not move from being creative to entrepreneur. I've always wanted to understand why creatives are not becoming SMEs. When you go for meetings as an SME, because I am one,
yes,
then I don't see artists.
No.
So why is this, and what makes you different as a creative entrepreneur? I mean, what is this that you have interacted with in finance that makes you now a marketer, like you said earlier? And I mean, just boldly being able to say that you're an entrepreneur.
Yes, I will echo that by saying that indeed there is a gap in the creative industry of business knowledge. And using my example, it's a journey that I came in to discover while I was already in the industry. Mm-hmm. Immediately I finished my college, I was attached to a marketing firm. And I came into the firm again as a creative, knowing that I'm going to come and write scripts and produce ideas and all that. But as I worked in that company, I came to realize there's another back end, the business back end, the proposal making back end, the distribution making back end, the budgets and all that. So at least my eyes got opened to that. And then I decided to go back to business school to now try and learn, and I did my bachelor in commerce marketing major. So many creatives do not, I think, have that kind of luck, mm-hmm, whereas they can have their eyes opened to the business back end of things. Like in the institution that I was, we were never taught about business. We were taught about how to make a good script, how to make an effective script, maybe kidogo how to do budget, but not really how to run a business company. And that is the gap that the creative is there. We are trying as an industry through our various associations to try and uplift and impact these business skills, but it's still a way off. And the mind of the entrepreneur, I think, of the creative is what needs to change, because they feel I don't need to know. I don't need to know about budgets. I don't need to know about how to run an office. I don't need to know about distribution. I just want to make my film. But before you make the film, you need to have all those other aspects in place.
There's clearly a knowledge gap. It's so sad that it's clearly a knowledge gap.
Yes.
And I still echo this that creatives are above average people. They
Yes.
are not your normal kind of a person.
True.
So this refusal again to get to learn more. But then I think for me there's hope, because when COVID has come, then most of us have found themselves in a crisis sort of a situation,
Yes.
and I found myself wanting to learn more and more. I don't know, have you seen again creatives taking up this space in wanting to learn?
Yes. I think over the years, there is a crop of creatives and let me say creatives and filmmakers that is coming up, that is understanding that, because once you make your proposals, you've made like 10 proposals and they get rejected, there comes a point where you ask yourself, what is the missing link? And most of the time, most people find that the missing links is the business aspects of things. You have a proposal, but you just have a production budget, nothing beyond that. And even the production budget is not well thought out. It's just like you're trying your luck. So for those who have been in the industry for 3-4 years, who have done the work, who have done the proposals and things like that, and they notice that they are failing, and the reason why they're failing is the business aspect of things, then they try to learn. But it's still a long way. Yeah, like I keep saying, it's still a long way, but at least we are making the correct steps to get there. And with companies like Ecobiz having our back, I think we are heading towards the right direction.
Yeah, and I'm happy that to speak about this, it's for all creatives again out there to be able to see that they have role models like you, people who are being able to, who are seeing it differently and doing it differently. And I also wanted to bring in the same bit that is always coming back. There's the issue also of creatives and spending.
Yes.
Somebody told me the other day that, Anshiko, you know, when you have money, it just tells you, spend me, spend me. It doesn't tell you, save me. And I was like, that is so funny. And it's so true.
Yes.
So I think the voice of spend me is louder in creatives than most.
Yes, and I will say that, and the nature of the business also, because like right now I'm contracted to do a script writing work for another organization, not mine. But that is a job that might end in the next 4 months or 3 months, you know. So there is that aspect of not a steady income while you have steady expenditures to look at. And of course, when you miss the financial discipline and the financial knowledge that you need to be able to spend those resources wisely, you might really fall into that trap of excessive spending, because you might make 200,000, 300,000 in a month and feel you have money, but then you're going to stay for the next 4 months without any kind of engagement. So I think that is the balance that most creatives fail to hit when they are in the industry. Yeah.
In our language, we say that wisdom doesn't start, like hekima is haitanguli,
Sure.
ujinga ndio utangulia. So really, it's not some sort of a blame game that you want to have on creatives. Maybe the fact that you interacted with this information at a marketing company where you had to see how businesses are run, that also prompted you to go back to school and do even your bachelor degree in marketing. I mean, you didn't know before, but when you interacted, then you got to see.
Yes.
But maybe others have not seen. And for us having this conversation is for you, for us to tell the other creatives that now that you have heard and you can see, then there are opportunities.
Yes.
It's actually just that now that you know, why don't you then make the first step?
Yeah.
And what we do again at Ecobiz Sacco, and I know you're a member of Ecobiz Sacco,
Proud
that's the
member.
reason why we have called Jemo here, because he's a member.
Yes.
Tell us about your experience. I know you joined way back,
Yes,
in 2014, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My journey with Ecobiz so far has been exemplary. It has been rewarding, and it has been comforting, so to say, because like we just talked about, the habit of spend. So Ecobiz is the platform that has enabled me to be able to save at a minimum hassle, because I pay my premiums on my M-Pesa and things like that. So I have no excuse to say why I did not pay. And it has helped me have that culture of saving. Like whatever percentage that you make, no matter how little, you put a percentage of it aside, just to say that there is something that I am putting over there. So Ecobiz as a platform, it is a good platform, and been in it for, I think, around now 5 years, if I'm not wrong. I can watch, it has been a good platform for savings, especially for people like us who do not have a steady kind of income where you can commit to your paycheck being deducted and things like that. It just gives you that platform to be able to take your own financial freedom into your own hands and to be able to create a financial buffer for yourself. Yeah.
I like to hear that, because in as much as that journey is for you, it's also the same journey for me. And I keep on saying that one doesn't have to have a lot of money for them to save. It's just the very little that you earn,
Yes.
that you keep aside.
Yes.
Because we are saving today because of tomorrow. And even as we have this conversation, I know most of us have found ourselves with less, and mostly unanticipated less incomes than we had last year.
True.
But the people that I spoke to last year about saving, they actually said even then, things were hard. I'm not ready. So I'm receiving calls today, somebody telling me, tell me, how much was the minimum saving?
Yes.
So the minimum saving I would like even to say today is only 500 shillings. If you can afford 1,000, you can save 1,000 a month. Within a year, you have your 6K or your 12,000. Within 2 years, you have your 24,000. So maybe when COVID comes back with another name,
after 5 years,
whenever it shall come, you can see how much sort of a buffer you should be able to have.
True.
And again, I know you'll be able to be working on projects now.
Yes.
And this is where we also afford you an opportunity to be able to borrow on your savings. As much savings as you have, you can borrow times 2 of your savings, and you can also borrow 3 times of your savings. Of course, it's always easier to borrow where your money is.
Exactly.
Other than going to borrow
Yes.
somewhere else where you're starting from scratch.
Yes.
I have experience in that. I can tell you a story. And now, as we come to almost the end, you need to tell us something more about your win, and we are celebrating, to be honest. We really celebrate you here at Ecobiz Sacco, Jemo.
Thank you so much.
Tell us more about that win.
The win is it's a Kenya Film Commission had run a program of the creative industry focusing on the film sector, and according to the government in these trying COVID times, they had the amounts that they had set aside for artist stimulation program.
Wow.
And
the 100 million?
Yes, the 100 million.
Yeah.
Yes, and Kenya Film Commission got a piece of that. I might not be aware of the exact figure, but it should be somewhere around 25 million.
Yeah.
And they made a call out sometime last month, about a month ago, and they required filmmakers to hand in their proposals and their stories for review and for funding. And we thank God that after the rigorous application and the rigorous shifting of the applicants, we finally managed to be among the people who got the grant.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So at least now we are 1 foot in terms of getting the funding for our production.
Wow.
Yes.
You want to share how much money you got? I'm sure they want to know.
Yeah, sure. If you want to know about the amount, you can go to Kenya Film Commission Facebook page, and the list is pointed there. My name is Kahindi James. My company is Uriel Productions. You'll be able to know the amount from there.
Yeah, that's how I also got to know the amount. So visit that page. I know the amount, but you can go and visit that page yourself and get it.
Yes.
And now I know you are in marketing. You do productions for companies and so on. You just said that you have been contracted to do one.
Yes.
Tell us more about that, and maybe probably what are some of the services then that you're able to offer to
Yeah,
Kenyans?
As a marketer, the industry has been shifting. Minus the creative industry, the marketing industry itself has been shifting. We have been noticing companies moving away from the traditional media of radio, print, and TV, and with the growth of social media, that has just gone higher. So our company, Uriel Productions, you can also follow us on Facebook, Uriel Films. We are on Facebook. So our company mainly focuses on the digital space of things, and we create concepts for marketers and a marketing strategy, and we put in place measures which you can cost track your marketing expenses, and also the marketing outcomes and the things that you need to measure in social media marketing, because we realize that in as much as it's a new space, the social media aspect and digital marketing aspect is ambiguous, and most people and companies themselves are not aware of some of the metrics that they need to keep in touch when they are dealing with the digital space and digital marketing space. So our company is an all-round shop that does that. We can create for you a concept, implement it for you on your digital platforms, and shift the metrics for you so that you can actually realize the impact of your digital marketing campaign.
You can be able to get the value for your money.
Exactly. And also in the marketing space, that has been mostly the missing link, where companies tend to invest a lot in the marketing aspect, but when the time comes for you to prove your return on investment, especially in the marketing department, it becomes really tricky.
Yeah.
But for us, we have tried to find a solution where as you input your marketing investment, then you can tally and correlate that investment to the outcome that you're going to have.
It's called monitoring. You need to monitor, you need to measure, and there's nothing as good as data, and that is what James is telling us that you're able to get by contracting their company to do that. Probably could have a website or something.
Yes, we have a website. Our website is urielproductions.co.ke. Our Facebook page is Uriel Films. Our YouTube channel is Uriel Films, and our Instagram page is Uriel Productions.
Wow.
Yes.
So Uriel Production. So thank you so much, James. Thank you. We really celebrate you. We are happy for the milestone. So when are you going to start the production of Arabuko?
Yes. If I were to say something small about Arabuko, it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
I am hoping that you're going to come for the launch and the premiere when you're doing it.
I shall be there.
Sure. We are probably starting our production next month, now that we have gotten the grants, because most of us, that has been our challenge, to raise the finances. Now that we have the resources with us, we are looking to start our production sometime next month. Probably the premiere that I've invited you, we are looking to have it sometime in November or thereabouts. So our production schedule is about 3 months. And we are really excited. We are really excited with the opportunity. And we are sure we are going to do a film that Kenyans everywhere are going to be proud of, and that is going to be a stepping stone to even greater things.
This is local production for us. This is local production for you. This is Kenya by Kenyans for Kenyans.
Yes,
I really love this, and I think we can only continue to support one another. I want to congratulate you most sincerely. This is not a small win by any standard. You have worked hard, and I know there are many people who competed, and now you also got your space there. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And also for being a member of Ecobiz Sacco, we are proud of you, and we continue also to ask any other person, any creative out there that is getting their little money. We have an opportunity to save 50 shillings a day, 20 shillings a day. You never know how much that will be at the end of the month, at the end of the year. So it's really up to you. But of course, sometimes money gets into our hands, but then it comes back through this way. But you have to decide, just like you decide to spend it, also decide to save it. So this you can do with Ecobiz Sacco. You have our contacts. You can visit our website, www.ecobizsacco.com. And you can also reach through our offices. We'll be there, and our Facebook page, we are also there as Ecobiz Sacco. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, James.
Thank you so much. But if I may say a parting word, as we were making the application for the grants, one of the things was that we needed to raise a certain percentage of the overall budget. And for me personally, one of the things that gave me the strength to make the application was I knew I had my savings in Ecobiz, and I knew I had a financial partner who had my back at that time.
Wow.
So as creatives, savings is not throwing your money away. It is giving you the assurity that you have a financial partner and a financial resource that you can tap into whenever you need it. So I think I will end this there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's been nice having you and this discussion, and thank you for having me on your show today.
Thank you for even accepting to come at such a short notice.
Sure, my pleasure.